Tax season can be stressful, complicated, and confusing.
A write-off is a business expense used to reduce your taxable income.
Okay, well then, why isn't it called a tax write-off?
It is! It is! You can't just buy things for yourself and write them off!
With all of the confusion around it, scammers love to take advantage of tax season. They also know how scared people are of the IRS.
Where are you taking all their stuff?
I'm not taking your stuff, okay? The government is. It's not like I'm taking your stuff over to my place, so don't get mad at me.
You can't just take her stuff. She's too old.
I'm sorry. I have no discretion here. Her stuff is now our stuff.
Scammers know that people will do just about anything to avoid getting in trouble with the IRS. Whether that's returning a threatening phone call or sending them money or gift cards. With most tax scams, criminals are looking for personal information, money, or both. Here are some common tax-related scams to watch out for. First, watch out for tax-related identity theft. The FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center recently saw an increase in people receiving fraudulent tax forms because their personal information was used to set up an e-commerce business account. So they're getting tax forms in the mail saying they have taxable income for money they didn't earn. You might also be a victim of identity theft if you get an unexpected notification that an online account has been created in your name at irs.gov, or if you're notified that someone accessed your existing account. You might also be a victim of identity theft if you try to file a return and the IRS says a tax return connected to your Social Security number has already been filed. Really, any unexpected notifications from the IRS could be a sign of identity theft. So what should you do? The IRS recommends you contact them immediately at 800-908-4490 and complete an IRS Form 14039, an identity theft affidavit. Then visit identitytheft.gov and fill out a report. To avoid identity theft related to taxes, register for an identity protection PIN at irs.gov and be sure to protect your Social Security number and other personal information. Never give it out to anyone unless you're sure of their identity and how it'll be saved. To steal your personal information for the identity theft scam, criminals will often use one of two popular techniques, and both usually involve phone calls. First, you might receive a call or a message from a criminal posing as a taxpayer advocacy service. They might sound friendly and offer to help you with tricky tax problems. Unfortunately, it's often a trick to get you to share your personal information with them. Be suspicious of anyone that has called you and during the conversation asks for personal information. As you saw, they might use it to file a fake tax return in your name. The next technique criminals often use to get your personal information is by calling and threatening legal or criminal charges against you, claiming that you owe taxes or might be subject to a tax penalty. They'll try to intimidate you into giving them personal information and will often demand payment to avoid some scary consequence. One huge tip-off is that they demand to be paid via gift cards. Criminals love gift cards because they can be used quickly and are harder to trace. Know that the IRS never accepts gift cards as payment, and if gift cards are mentioned, hang up, it's a scammer. Because people are picking up on this scam, criminals are also sending scared victims to fake but official-looking websites to input their personal information and pay via credit card. The IRS will never call you about payments or penalties. Be suspicious of anyone who calls and demands that you pay immediately. A similar scam is when someone calls and says you paid too much. It's usually a phone call or email that tells you the IRS owes you money. You just need to provide your personal information along with your credit card or bank account number. Once the scammers have this information, they'll use it to steal your money, make fraudulent charges, or worse, open up new accounts or get loans in your name. Know that if the IRS did make a mistake, they'll contact you through postal mail, not email or a phone call. If you think you might be owed money, call the IRS's customer service numbers on irs.gov. Scammers are also taking advantage of the stimulus payments that were mailed to taxpayers because of the pandemic. If you get an email or phone call telling you that you're owed a stimulus payment, don't provide any personal information. It's probably a scam. At this time, there are no new stimulus payments going out. Again, call the IRS's direct customer service number if you have questions. When someone contacts you about anything related to your taxes, your money, or your personal information, be cautious, especially during tax season. Share this information with friends and relatives to help them avoid becoming a victim. If this video helped you, give it a like and check out our other videos or subscribe to the channel to get more tips on being security aware and to learn how to avoid becoming a victim.